everyone, I'm Isabella and I work on the community team here at Etsy, and I am so excited to be your host for today's workshop, and I'm joined here with the one, the only, Etsy's trend expert, Dana Isom Johnson.
Hey everyone, Dana here. I'm so excited to be here today.
So during today's session, we'll cover tips to set you up for a successful holiday season so that buyers feel confident purchasing from your shop. Plus, you'll hear firsthand from experienced sellers about tools and different techniques that they've introduced in their own shops, tackling important topics like shipping, packaging, and of course, building customer loyalty. So make sure you've grabbed the checklist in this video's description so that you can follow along and reference this information throughout the coming months. The holidays are just around the corner, so let's get started. We know that when buyers on Etsy see that they'll be able to get an item quickly and on time, they're more likely to purchase. That's why we're sharing 5 steps to help you get set up to create a seamless experience for customers this holiday season, so they can feel confident buying from your shop for the first time and continue to come back for more. Holiday shoppers are often browsing for specific occasions and want to be sure that what they're purchasing is going to arrive when they need it. That's why we use important details from your shipping profiles to give shoppers an estimated delivery date, so they feel confident knowing when their order will arrive.
That's a great point, Isabella. Whenever I order items, I always keep my eye on the estimated delivery date, especially when I'm shopping for holiday gifts.
I literally do the same thing. To get the most out of this feature, be sure you've added your zip code and shipping service to your shipping profile. Choosing a specific shipping service helps us give shoppers a more accurate estimate, including when major carriers are experiencing delays. We also recommend updating your processing times to reflect how much time you need to make the item, pack it up, and hand it off to the carrier before it ships. If you have items ready to ship, let shoppers know by setting a shorter processing time there.
Okay, plus shorter processing times on Etsy have shown to help lead more sales. I know I'm more likely to purchase if I know I can get the item sooner.
Definitely. And since every seller's schedule looks a little bit different, we've recently introduced a feature giving you the option to set an order processing schedule based on whether or not you're preparing or shipping packages on the weekend. This added flexibility also ensures that buyers will get a more accurate estimate of when their package will arrive. Here's an example of what an estimated delivery date on a listing might look like for a buyer. For shoppers browsing the site with gift recipients in mind, knowing whether an item can be returned can help them decide whether or not to complete their purchase and cut down on related messages. So setting return policies on your listings clearly displays important information to your buyers, including which items from your shop can be returned or exchanged, and the time frame that you accept returns or exchanges.
This is especially important for the holiday season when shoppers want to discover the most thoughtful items for their family and friends.
You can set different return and exchange policies for each physical listing that you sell in your Etsy shop, or set one specific policy across all of your physical listings. Buyers will then see your return policies when viewing your listings, giving them important information up front when they're browsing. One of my favorite things about doing my holiday shopping on Etsy is that I can find the perfect gift for everyone on my list. Even when the list gets a few last-minute additions and I'm shopping on a deadline. When the countdown is on, shipping upgrades become my new best friend as a buyer, since they help me feel confident that my gifts will arrive on time.
You are definitely not alone there, Isabella. In fact, in an Etsy December 2021 analysis, we saw about a 45% increase in Etsy shoppers using shipping upgrades to expedite their order as Christmas gets closer. Last year, I found the perfect gift for my sister, but it was getting close to the holidays, and I was excited to see that there was a shipping upgrade to make sure it made it in time.
With shipping upgrades, you can offer your buyers more shipping options, like the option to pay for expedited shipping during checkout. And once enabled, you can add upgrade options to shipping profiles or add them manually when listing an item. To confirm shipping upgrades are enabled for your shop, visit the Rates and Upgrades tab in your shipping settings. Here's an example of what shipping upgrades offered on a listing might look like for a buyer. Once your buyer places their order, the anticipation begins, and it's your time to shine by delivering on their expectations and delighting holiday gift recipients with your wonderful products. Purchasing shipping labels on Etsy gives you access to a variety of benefits, from postage discounts to integrated tracking for many of the labels available. If you're in the United States, you can save up to 30% compared to retail postage rates by purchasing your shipping labels on Etsy.
Nice. I love that tracking is included for most of the options as well. I'm usually keeping an eye on my order progress, especially during the holidays, and it's always getting reassuring to see it moving along.
Oh, me too. There's definitely a lot of peace of mind that comes from having tracking available when you're buying online. So to purchase a label, you'll just navigate to the orders and shipping page of your shop manager, where you can then print your shipping label from the comfort of your own home or office. Shipping labels on Etsy help automate a variety of important steps in the fulfillment process. When you buy a domestic or international label on Etsy, we'll fill in the buyer's address and automatically mark the order as shipped. Plus, if you purchase a USPS shipping label on Etsy, cut down on trips to the post office, especially during this extra busy time of year, by scheduling a free pickup from your USPS postal carrier directly from Shop Manager, or by bringing them to a USPS postal drop-off location.
Okay, that I love. And who wants to spend more time at the post office than absolutely necessary during the holidays? What a great way to skip the lines.
Right? And if you don't end up using a label, don't worry. It's easy to request a refund right from Shop Manager. Shipping labels on Etsy are currently available to sellers based in the United States, Australia, Canada, the United Kingdom, and India. For sellers in other countries, you can purchase shipping labels through your preferred shipping carrier. Many shipping carriers actually offer shipping labels that you can purchase online and then print from your home as well. With all of the care that you put into creating and curating your products, getting them out the door and into the hands of their eager buyers safely is critical.
We know that shoppers are often shipping directly to loved ones during the holiday season, so ensuring items are packaged appropriately becomes all the more important this time of year.
Depending on the products you sell in your shop, your general packaging supplies will vary. A few good basics to start with include a scale to determine the weight of your shipments, measuring tape to gauge the dimensions of your package, and a printer for printing shipping labels and packing slips at home. For other packaging supplies like mailing envelopes, boxes, and fillers like a compostable packaging peanut, or even some alternatives to bubble wrap, it pays to do a bit of your own research online.
Eco-friendly options are popular for the actual gift, but can also make an impact with potential customers and gift recipients.
Yes.
In fact, 54% of U.S. Etsy buyers surveyed in June say they'd be more likely to purchase from an Etsy seller if they ship their order in more sustainable packaging at no additional cost.
I know I love to see more sustainability practices woven into the values of brands that I buy from, and I do try to take a similar approach with my own packaging in my shop. So one great eco-friendly option available to sellers in the US right now is our planet-friendly packaging partnership with Eco-Enclose. Planet-friendly packaging from Eco-Enclose has a collection of packaging in sizes most commonly used by Etsy sellers, made from 100% recycled materials or certified responsibly sourced paper. Now you can even order custom padded mailers with your logo. Even better news, the entire collection is discounted exclusively for Etsy sellers, and you can get up to 20% off your first order of custom planet-friendly packaging mailers just in time for the holidays.
Wow, you know, I received a package the other day that was using the Eco-Enclose sticker that calls out it's shipped with reused packaging and made such a positive impression. I hope to see even more of that approach throughout the holiday this year.
In addition to your packaging essentials, special touches like a handwritten thank you note or label can be a great way to set your order apart. Many Etsy sellers actually overlook a big part of building brand recognition: adding labels to your incredible products. Labels help make your items easily recognizable for gift recipients. So hang tags, stickers, stamps, these are all simple ways to leave your mark and connect with gift recipients who may not be familiar with your shop.
Yes, I love to see those special details when I open a new order and each seller's unique spin is on my package.
Yes. So how are you all adding a special touch to your orders this holiday season? Maybe consider the kind of marketing materials you've enjoyed receiving as a customer yourself and go from there. Before we move into our next session and hear from sellers about their approach to building trust with their buyers, I want to be sure we cover some of the Etsy support resources available to sellers throughout the holiday season. So we're continuing to invest in member support with our live Help Center chat available to all sellers 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Most sellers wait less than 1 minute to be connected with an agent. And while chances are you won't encounter any issues when shipping an order, sometimes things go wrong that are just out of your control. We understand that these issues can be expensive and frustrating for small businesses, so we want you to know we're here to help when the unexpected happens. Etsy's Purchase Protection Program helps support our sellers in the unlikely event that something goes wrong with an order. So the program is designed to give buyers more peace of mind and help sellers run their businesses with more confidence on Etsy. Etsy will refund buyers and you'll keep your earnings if a buyer doesn't receive their order, it arrives damaged, or orders are after the estimated delivery window. You don't have to take any action to participate in Etsy's Purchase Protection Program. Your orders just need to meet the eligibility criteria, which follows best practices for packaging and shipping your items. You can find all the details in the checklist linked in this video's description. Now that you have more information about the steps you can take to build trust with buyers on Etsy, let's hear from some sellers who have been seeing success putting these techniques into practice. First up is Anna from the shop Anna Made a Pot.
Hi Dana and Isabella, my name is Anna Shipulina and my Etsy shop name is Anna Made a Pot. I use estimated delivery dates to build a clear communication with my buyers. I want them to know exactly when the item they purchased is going to arrive, and I change the delivery dates accordingly to how busy I am with the orders or during the holiday season. Everyone wants to get their purchases faster during the holiday season, and I want people to have a peace of mind that they can get what they want in time. So I usually shorten delivery dates during the holiday season, and so far it's working for me. And I also communicate with my buyers through messages. If for instance something didn't go according to the plan, I always message my buyers so they can be confident that they're going to get what they purchased and come back to my shop.
That's great advice, Anna. Communicating with buyers during the holidays is so important and helps build trust.
This is all great, Anna. Sellers, sometimes you may think you're listing too much information, but believe me, it's better to over-communicate so that your customers have everything laid out in front of them.
Up next is Etsy seller Monica.
Hi Dana, hi Isabella, here is Monika from Pan Cukierek Shop on Etsy. I'm a fiber artist from Poland, Europe, and I create these large artworks. Let me tell you, shipping of this is quite a challenge, but I have a couple of advices for people who would like to start shipping internationally, especially large items. Number one, give yourself enough time for the packing process. I give myself a whole day to pack an item like that. And, I just consider that it will take longer than preparing a domestic package. I don't assume it will take 1 hour. Number two, speaking of assumptions, do not assume that the buyers will not pay for the shipping because it's pricey. If a person really wants your item, they will gladly pay for the shipping, even overseas. And number three, overall, do not let the fear of shipping logistics stop you from going international. Going international on Etsy was just the best decision for me. So yeah, I would say go for it. Cheers.
That is a great point about assumptions, Monica. Both buyers and sellers can often make assumptions about how easy or difficult shipping can be. Love how Monica showed how she packages her beautiful art. This transparency can help buyers trust and understand the process by seeing the time and care that goes into not only the art, but also the shipping.
One of the callouts that really stood out to me from Monica was around building in time for steps that can be overlooked in your making time. Be sure to build in how much time it will take for you to ship all of your orders. We love hearing that cha-ching sound, but preparing the order, they both take considerable time. So that's a great tip. Thank you, Monica.
All right, next up, let's hear from Julie from the shop Julie Peach.
Hi Dana and Isabella, I'm Julie from Julie Peach. So to prepare for holiday, I start pretty early. I prepare early and I over-prepare. Starting in August, I look at sales from last year, usually October to January window to see what were bestsellers, what themes really stood out, and starting pretty much now, I sew blanks. So whether that's napkins or runners, I also print as much as I can of what I know that are my bestsellers and holiday, which is usually like the forest trees, and also just make sure I have enough tea towels since the lead times for those are a little bit slower. They're printed like 100 to 250 pieces at a time. So I really need to start anticipating having those in stock through the season, starting honestly in like October, 10/1 to 10/15 is kind of the window that I shoot for. But of course, it's holiday, you never know. So there's always some in-season scramble, but getting a little bit better every single year. Thank you.
That's such great advice to get started early. Being prepared will help set you up for a great holiday season. I really like how Julie looks at data from her shop to help her come up with a plan and anticipate the number of sales and which products she needs to stock.
Oh my God, 100% agree. Data can be your best friend in planning and forecasting. Use your tools to help you better predict what's to come and prepare your raw materials as much as you can to help relieve holiday stress that's inevitably going to come along the way.
What a great collection of insights from the seller community. It's exciting to hear how much impact building trust with buyers has had for so many shops as they've grown, and the wonderful customer connections they've made along the way. I want to show you one of my favorite stories between Patrick and Beth and the relationship they've built over the years on Etsy.
My name is Patrick, and I've been buying an ornament from Beth every year for the past 8 years.
I've painted everything from their honeymoon, gazing at the northern lights, to their baby's first Christmas.
When I first started gifting these ornaments to my wife, she would open them up on Christmas Day. We've shifted that tradition to where the ornament becomes one of our first gifts of Christmas, often opened several weeks before so we can have it on the tree and enjoy it for the season.
Patrick has given me artist license to capture the vision of his life events on the ornaments with a snowman theme.
I remember reaching out to Beth, asking her to put together an ornament that would highlight our honeymoon. I really wasn't sure if you could capture the natural beauty of Iceland in an ornament. What she came up with was amazing.
I love that my ornaments tell the stories of their lives.
I cannot speak highly enough of Beth's artistic skill and creativity in putting these ornaments together each year.
Painting for Patrick feels like family. My heart is full.
Thank you, Beth. Thank you very, very much.
I love this story so much. Oh my gosh. Look, we know the special connection between buyers and sellers on Etsy. It's a big part of what keeps buyers coming back. It's the little details like those handwritten notes or smooth delivery just in time for that special occasion. That's the part of the holiday magic that makes this marketplace really shine.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you all so much for joining us for today's session. We hope you're leaving inspired and empowered, knowing the steps that you can take to set your shop up for the best holiday season yet. You can find the checklist in this video's description with quick links to each of the recommended actions that we covered today, along with details about upcoming events and related resources.
From both of us here at Etsy, we're wishing you a wonderful holiday season filled with special customer connections that keep you inspired.
And keep your buyers coming back for more.
Bye!